All right. So, hi everyone. Very good afternoon to all of you. I hope everyone is good. So, this is another session of SEBI. This is class 4th, where we are actually going to decode GA MCQs here. And next 20 MCQs are here. Just wait a minute. Let me set it down. All right. So, we are going to start with the session and that too without any delay. Already we are late here. Alright, so this is going to start with the first question. We are going to attend next 20 questions. You people need to answer those questions and that too very instantly so that without any delay, we go for the explanation of that particular part. We see the entire question very clearly also, right? And believe me, whatever information, whatever question we are going to discuss here are the recent news, like they are actually in the recent years. They're actually in the recent months itself, and that is the reason I've compiled it here and made questions for all of you. They were actually in news, and that is one of the reasons, right? The question says, hi Satyat, very good afternoon. The first question says, the high level committee cleared 903.67 crore for the expansion and modernization of fire services in which of the following three states in October 2025? Is it Uttar Pradesh? Is it Bihar, West Bengal? Is it Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan? Is it Punjab, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh? Is it Odisha, Jharkhand या फिर Chhattisgarh? Hi Shivam, very good afternoon. Radhe Radhe. Hi Nikhil. Alright, very good. So B exactly is the correct answer. Now when I talk about this particular portion here, so always remember this is one of the decisions. Basically, central assistance has been provided and that too for the disaster management itself, right? And when I talk about the disaster management, of course, it comes under what? That is National Disaster Response Fund, right? Along with that, this also says it is subject to the adjustment of 50% of the opening balance of the year available in the State Disaster Response Fund itself, that is SDRF, and here it is just a judicious utilization of this particular amount here, right? Out of the total amount, that is 707.97 crore, 313 has been approved for Assam, which we have already done in our PIB session, and 394.8 8 to 8 crore has been kept for Gujarat here, right? This is what is the important news. Along with that, when I talk about the policy makers here, when I talk about the political parties here, they've given approval of 707.97 crore of additional central assistance to whom? That is Assam, Gujarat, who are affected by flood, landslides, and that too during the year of 2024. So yes, this is the correct answer, which is Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, and Rajasthan. Good. Next question says, the theme of International Literacy Day is promote literacy for a world in transition, building the foundation in sustainability and peaceful societies. Which is the, like, where do you find the alignment with the Sustainable Development Goal? Is it Sustainable Development Goal 1, 3, 4, 5, 10? Very simple, super simple to answer. Super simple to answer. Good. So sustainable Development Goal 3, as in here we are talking about literacy 1, right? Here we are talking about literacy 1. So it is all related with education level. So Sustainable Development Goal 4 becomes the correct answer, Nikhil. Here it completely says, because since it is having association with the quality education, so that is what becomes the association with this literacy day as well, right? When I talk about literacy, it is all related with whom? That is specifically, education level here. So it completely says, when I say, Sustainable Development 4, it is all related with the quality education. Along with that, this also says that this is one kind of system which we need to achieve by 2030. This is something which you people need to remember. And along with that, what is important, that this year, International Literacy Day, वे जो आपको थीम है, आपको हो सकता है उसके ऊपर भी क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए, राइट? सो 2 क्वेश्चंस बिकम इंपॉर्टेंट हियर. सबसे पहले ये सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल. Another question which becomes important is specifically theme, right? You can clearly see on this International Literacy Day will be celebrated under the theme that is promoting literacy in the digital era. Digitalization has been changing ways in which we learn, live, work, and socialize in both positive as well as negative ways also, right? So this is important. The theme is actually is very important here. Next question says, in November 2025, indigenous light combat aircraft that is Tejas Mark A, 1A program received a boost with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, signing an agreement with American engine manufacturer General, Electric for the supply of over how many aircrafts, how many fighter jet engines to power the second tranche of Mk1A aircraft currently on order. Is it 150, 180, 110 या फिर 200? Okay. Anyone else? Anyone here who wants to give me, answer? Total one. Okay. 180. All right. D. Okay. Anyone else? All right. So here, when I talk about, firstly, I give you explanation so that you better understand it, right? Basically, what has happened, the Indigenous Light Combat Aircraft, that is LCA, and Tejas Mark 1A year program has received a boost with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, signing an agreement just to give boost to this particular, aircraft here. Now, when I talk about the, agreement which was taken place, a kind of agreement has been signed, with American engine manufacturer General Electric for the supply of 100 fighter jet engines to power the second tranche of Mk1A aircraft currently on order, right? And when I talk about the HAL agreement here, so of course it is the one who announced the agreement including the supply of 113 this particular engines as well, right? So engines are specifically something else, and here it talks about something else here, right? So correct answer is of course 100. B actually is the correct answer, and B says what? That is 100 here, right? So this is important to understand. Next says Linthway Chanambam made a history by winning what? That is India's first ever medal at Judo Junior World Championship, which has been held in which city and country in October 2025? Is it Tokyo, Japan? Is it Lima, Peru? Is it Paris, France? Berlin, Germany? Is it Moscow, Russia? Which one is the one? Linthoi Chanambam is associated where? This game, as in the one which is more associated with the Judo Junior World Championship here, where it has taken place. Lima, Peru. Very good. B exactly is the correct answer. So judo player has created history by winning what? That is India's first ever medal at a Judo Junior World Championship in Lima, Peru, and 19-year-old Chanambam climbs to what? That is bronze medal in women's 63 kg category and win over Netherlands Joni Gillen also. Earlier, specifically Chanambam had lost in her final Group D match, and that too in front of Japan here. But now finally she had made history here by winning this particular category, right? So this is the correct answer. Next question says the World Bank has raised India's financial year 2026 GDP forecast to 6.5% from 6.3% in June, and revised downwards the growth forecast for 2027 by 20 basis points here to what? That is 6.3% here, right? Along with that, the World Bank predicts India will surpass which country to become the single largest source of energy demand by 2050? As articulated here. You tell me, is it US, China, Russia, Japan, or Brazil? Satyat says China, Nikhil says China. Of course, B becomes the correct answer here. China is the correct one. You can clearly see, of course, World Bank has raised India's financial year 26 GDP forecast to 6.5%. They can ask you 3 questions here, right? They can ask you, Divine Insights have given me the correct answer. They can ask you that, World Bank currently has tried to increase the forecast here, GDP forecast of India to 6.5. But previously, what was the rate, right? So you people need to answer it that, as 6.3% here, right? They can ask you that what is the current rate also. So 6.5 is the correct answer. 2 questions. Along with that, they can ask you about this particular news also, where they can ask you that the World Bank predicts India will surpass which country. So of course China is the correct answer here, right? You can clearly see when I talk about the entire perspective. So of course when I talk from the perspective of its exports itself, whatever has happened as in this reciprocal tariffs, just because that is the reason why there is a change in the forecast forecast as well. India, however, is expected to remain the world's fastest growing, a major economy, and that too underpinning by continuing what that is continued strength in consumption growth, Indian consumption itself, and the bank has forecasted the growth for South Asia to reach what that is 6.6% in 2025 as well, right? But it may slow down to 5.5 or 5.8 as well. This is also something which is very important. So this is the entire thing about it. Along with that, the bank has said real GDP growth in April-June quarter exceeded expectations as well. That is 7.8%. Next question is on Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana has achieved a significant milestone in empowering households with clean and affordable solar energy. The PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana has sanctioned over how many loan applications through public sector banks as of September 2025, reflecting the program's growing outreach only. Is it 1.52? Is it 3.2? 5.79? Is it 7.12? If it 10 lakhs? 5.79, very good. 5.79 is the exact answer. So that is the reason I tell you every time, अगर कोई भी स्कीम न्यूज़ में है, अगर कोई भी करंट अफेयर्स रिलेटेड टू एएसआई सिलेबस न्यूज़ में है, you people need to cover that, right? Because no one knows. They can ask you about the total budget, they can ask you such questions also, they can ask you what is the target as well, right? So here is a full-fledged information about it. You people already know what is the purpose of Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. So going through every information is important. Alright, next question says, where can exporters currently register authorized dealer codes online for export related transactions according to the existing facilities mentioned in the initiative of system based auto approval for IFSC code registration to enhance ease of doing business as of October 2025. If you people remember, हमने इसको PIB में भी cover करा था, regular PIB में. Is it GST portal? Is it ICE gate portal? Is it Ministry of Commerce website? Is it CBIC mobile app या फिर DGFT website? Exactly. B exactly is the correct answer. Basically, what has happened? The government says that as in when I talk about from the perspective of export itself, so rather than approaching each and every individual, you just do a thing, you register it once, only once, once only, and of course rest of the dealers will be approachable, so you need not to deal with every dealer maybe on a separate basis. You just try to do it once, you just go for the one perspective, as in you go for the one process itself, and the entire things will be done itself only, right? So just to boost exporters confidence, just to boost exports as well. So it's another step which has been taken to streamline customs procedure here and enhancing trade facilitation also. The Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs has introduced system based auto approval for IFSC code registration to enhance what that is ease of doing business. As per the new initiative, the system will automatically approve the request of the registration of the same incentive bank account and IFSC code as well for a particular import exporter code here. So of course B is the correct answer here. Good. Next question says, consider the following statements regarding 2025 Nobel Prize in Physics. Identify the incorrect statement. Remember, you people need to tell me incorrect one. The Nobel Prize in Physics was awarded to John Clark. Is it Michael H. Deverett? Is it John M. Martinez? For the discovery of microscopic quantum mechanical tunneling and energy quantization in an electric circuit. The laureates' experiments demonstrated quantum effects and microscopic particles that cannot be observed with the naked eyes. The total prize money of 11 million Swedish kronor was equally shared among these three laureates also. Now tell me which one is the incorrect one here. Incorrect one. Third only is the incorrect one. Okay. John, okay. Is this not the correct one? Is this not the correct one? Satyarth and John. First is correct, all right. Satya, John, what doubt do you have in other? I think second only, all right. All right. Anyone else? John, do you want to answer it? Is my video getting stuck? Is my video getting stuck? I see there is a problem of internet connectivity here. Are you people like, is the same with the other individuals also? All three seems to be correct. Okay, got it. Yes, stuck a little bit. All right. Okay, so all three are correct, but if I had to choose, it would be third statement only. Okay, all right. John says 8A, no ma'am. All right, okay. So I saw that there was a little stuck here. Now it is all correct. All right. So here the first one is all clear, right? The first one is perfectly correct. John Clark is the one who got the prize here. Michael H. Deverett is the one who got the prize here, and John M. Martinez is the one who got the prize here, right? The discovery is also very correct here. But if you just try to observe the discovery here and the experiment that has been done here, both statements are not supporting each other, right? Something else, like here in the first statement something else has been written, and here in this statement something else has been written, right? What has been done specifically? They've specifically focused on the discovery of macroscopic quantum mechanical tunneling itself, right? And energy quantization as well. But here it says that they have experimented on whom? That is microscopic particles that cannot be observed with the naked eye. No, of course microscopic particles are the one which, but here the experimentation that has been done here is on the passing of that only, right? That is what is known as tunneling itself. So microscopic particles are there, but here the focus mainly is on the passing of those in the solid state itself, right? So tunneling has taken place and not those which cannot be observed from the naked eye itself. So this is something which is exactly giving me very narrow definition. So this is the incorrect one. Otherwise, Satyarth, what happens that 11 million Swedish kroner is the correct answer. Of course, this is the one. But when I talk about it from the perspective of Indian currency for say, right? So it keeps on changing, right? So I think you people are getting confused from that aspect only. But otherwise, this is the correct answer. 11 million Swedish kroner is the exact one here. But when it gets converted into the Indian currency and maybe into dollars as well, so it keeps on changing, right? It keeps on fluctuating also. So I think that is somewhere you people, you could have heard के या फिर you people could have seen कि 13 crores के कहीं ना कहीं आसपास होगा, ऐसा नहीं है. But यहाँ पे जो 11 million है इस currency के हिसाब से this is the correct one here, right? And along with that, always remember, this is also the correct statement. It is actually going to be equally shared among these three laureates. क्यों? Why? There is a reason behind it. Because these three laureates worked on mechanical tunneling only. If you people remember, economic में जो इनको प्राइज मिला था, there were three laureates, right? Three laureates were the one, but two worked on one project and one worked on different project, right? So one worked on different project. So what will happen and how currency distribution is going to be here? See, firstly it will be equally divided, right? It is actually going to be here they will get 50%, here it is actually going to be distributed in 50%. So 50% will be given to this one laureate, 50% will be given to this these further two laureates also, which will be further divided. That is 25% and 25% to these two laureates, right? So these two laureates are going to get further divided, like are going to get money that is going to be actually further divided, but this laureate is going to get full money, that is 50%, right? So this is how it happens. So even if you get a statement here maybe related to Nobel Prize, maybe specifically in economics, if you get a statement that all these three laureates are going to get equal share, no, correctly no. Why? Because one laureate has worked on something else, another project, and these two laureates have worked on another project. So they are going to get money, but that is further going to be divided, right? 50% will be given to these two laureates, 50% will be given to this one laureate, which will be further divided between these two individuals. So I hope you got a clarity here. So of course D is the correct answer, as in what becomes the excluded one, which one is the odd one here, that is specifically second one, right? Because here this is not specifically related with this particular statement one here, right? So this is an odd one, otherwise rest of the statements are all correct. All right, next question says, what is the minimum deposit size for the scheduled and non-scheduled primary urban urban cooperative banks to be covered under RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme starting from November 1st, 2025. Is it 5 crore, 10 crore, 50, 100 or 200 crores? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Minimum deposit size for scheduled. Satyat says C, 50 crore. Good. Anyone else? 50 crore is the exact answer. Remember, and everyone remember what is Ombudsman scheme. So when I talk about the state cooperative banks here, as well as the state cooperative, banks specifically here will come under what? That is under the ambit of Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. From November 1st, the central bank has said it. Of course, the notification has been issued here, and with the enhancement in the services, of course, the Integrated Ombudsman scheme would cover all of the commercial bank, is going to cover regional rural banks, state cooperative banks, central cooperative banks, scheduled primary cooperative banks, non-scheduled primary cooperative banks with a deposit size of what? That is 50 crore itself, right? So they can ask you, they can give you one statement where there could be one odd one here. You people need to identify कि किसको support नहीं कर रहा है, right? All non-banking financial companies, NBFCs, are excluding what? That is housing finance companies which are authorized to accept deposits or have a customer interface also with an asset size of 100 crores and above are covered in this under this particular scheme here, right? Of course, along with that, credit information companies are also covered. So they can ask you that which are covered under this particular initiative. They can give you one odd one. You people need to identify that, right? So I've given you 2 questions out of this particular one statement only, right? Next question is on what? That is at 82nd Venice Film Festival 2015, debutant filmmaker Anuparna Roy made history here with a major win for her feature Songs of Forgotten Trees. Identify the correct statement regarding this. She became the first Indian woman to win Horizonte Award for Best Director. Songs of Forgotten Trees was represented by Anurag Kashyap. The award announcement was made by jury president Julia Ducour now as well. Which one is the correct answer? E. All are the correct answers here. Good. So E becomes the correct answer. Of course, all of the statements are correct here. So debutant filmmaker Anuparna Roy has made history at 82nd Venice Film Festival, becoming the first Indian woman to win prestigious Horizonte Award for the Best Director here. Her featured song, as in Forgotten Trees, which was represented by whom? Which was presented by, Anurag Kashyap, of course, was celebrated in the international competition that spotlight, bold voices and maybe fresh storytelling as well. The award was announced by the jury president Julia itself, with Roy and taking the stage in a white sari to standing ovation as well, right? So these are the things which are exactly important. Who among the following submitted the winning logo design for the India AI Impact Summit, reflecting India's ambition for ethical AI innovation, according to October 2025 announcement? Now, this is less important. You people need to tell me what is the exact answer here. But what is more important? India AI जो Impact Summit है, which is going to take place in February 2026. One logo question was asked in RBI exam as well, right? RBI phase 1 में एक question जो है वो India AI Impact के logo को लेके भी पूछा गया था, where they can ask you about this again, right? In this particular paper, they can ask you again. Even if you skip it out, of course, that is also acceptable. Ajit is the one, otherwise Ajit P. Suresh is the one. But people need to understand it from the perspective of various features, if logo features, right? When I talk about the Ashok Chakra, it is present there. You people need to remember that. Vibrant lights, vibrant, waves which are coming out from it, right? This is, I think, in this way only. Here you have an availability of Ashok Chakra also, which gives you the beauty of India, which presents the beauty of India. And when I talk about these waves, which are actually very vibrant in nature, this says and this represents how strong, powerful India is going to be, how strong and with a full confidence, how India is representing, how India is presenting itself as well, right? So this is the significance of it. People need to remember that. All right. So here, next question says, in November 2025, the Inland Waterways Authority of India, under the Ministry of Ports, Shipping, Waterways, has achieved 2 major milestones in advancing India's inland water transport ecosystem under Jal Marg Vikas Project, that is JMVP. on National Waterways 1, with the help of which international financial institutions IWAI is built Kalughat Intermodal Terminal? Is it International Monetary Fund? Is it Asian Development Bank? Is it World Bank, World Economic Forum, या फिर WTO? Which one is the correct answer? See, International Monetary Fund तो कभी भी नहीं हो सकता, right? So even if you're the one who's thinking about it ना, you need to question, right? IMF तो कभी भी नहीं हो सकता. Now you just give me other statements, like which exactly becomes the correct answer? Exactly, World Bank. World Bank is the one which is there, of course, twins of Bretton Woods Conference, one of the twins of Bretton Woods Conference, which actually say that I'm going to give money to many of the economies here, and that too for support purpose only, right? If there is any if there is any economy wants to come up with the infrastructure that is actually going to bring connectivity in their areas, I'm going to give them money, and most of the projects are there supported by World Bank itself. One question that can be asked in papers related to Merit scheme also, right? They can ask you that Merit scheme में किससे help provide हुई है, क्योंकि Merit scheme का जो total outlay है वो 4200 crore है. इसमें से half contribution has been made. 2100 of crore of contribution has been made by the central government, and 2100 crore of contribution has been made by the World Bank, right? So this can also be asked. You people need to remember this also, right? All right, next question says that Bio E3 one event was organized in collaboration with several premier national research institutions in September 2025. You people need to identify the institution that was not listed among the collaborators for this particular event. Is it Nabi Mohali? Is it NIPGR New Delhi? Is it NAB Hyderabad, RCB Hyderabad? Is it CSMCRI Bhavnagar? Which one exactly is the correct answer? All right, correct. Central Salt and Marine Chemicals Research Institution Bhavnagar is the incorrect one, as in this is an old one here. So International Center on Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology New Delhi hosted what? That is this particular event, which marks the first anniversary of Bio E3 policy. It's a kind of flagship initiative only which has been taken into consideration in integrating what? That is biotechnology with economy, environment, as well as employment also. So there are high chances question can be asked on this particular portion as well, right? The program brought together what? That is leading national research institutions, industry leaders also, to discuss many of the ways to accelerate this particular program more, and maybe to shift towards a clean energy also. Good. Japan's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba announced he will step down following growing calls from his party to take the responsibility for historic defeat in July's parliamentary elections. As a context of this this resignation, identify the standard term of length of a member of Japan's House of Councillor, that is upper house. So 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, or 9 years. Are you sure about it? Anyone else? Okay, so basically what has happened, member of Japan जो House of Councillors है, they serve for 6 years of term with a staggered elections that takes place every 3 years for half the seats here, right? Exactly. Further, insights of the lower house can be dissolved, the upper house cannot be, right? Japan के जो Prime Minister है Shigeru Ishiba announced that he is going to be stepped down following the growing calls from his party itself to take the responsibility for what? That is a historic defeat in July's parliamentary elections. Here, the resignation came one day before the Liberal Democratic Party was to decide whether to hold an early leadership elections, a virtual no confidence motion against him if approved, right? So this is what is the correct answer to this particular question. So there are very less chance the question is going to be asked, but yes, it is important to go through each and every information which is present in past 3 to 5 months. Which of the following is the correct date commemorating the establishment of the Indian Air Force marking 93rd anniversary in 2025? Is it 8th October 1932, 15th August 1932? Is it 26th January 1950, 1st April 1933, or 30th January 1931? Okay, anyone else? Exactly, good. 8th October 1932 is the correct answer. So last month only we have celebrated it. The nation is celebrating 93rd anniversary of the Indian Air Force on 8th of October 2025. Established on 8th of October 1932, the momentous occasion marked the beginning of a vision of the air power that would shape the nation's defense for decades to come, right? Now here, next question says the Health Alpha plan, which has been launched by SBI General Insurance, is unique because it allows customers total control over their health insurance coverage by enabling them only to customize which of the following aspects as announced in the October 2025. Is it choose benefits, adjust coverage limits, is it modifying waiting periods, is it all of the above, if it none of the above? What changes one individual will be able to make? Exactly all of the above, right? So all of the features are actually accessible. That is the reason we are calling it very unique. Choose benefits is part of it. It just coverage, benefits are part of it. Modify waiting period is also part of it. So basically one health alpha has been released by has been launched by SBI here, and first of its kind customizable health plan hai, which has been designated to give customer total control over their coverage, from choosing benefits to adjusting limits and even modifying waiting these periods as well. Now here is the rest of the information about it. Punjab National Bank has signed memorandum of understanding with Rajasthan government to extend dash crore in financial support under the state's dash initiative in September 2025. Which one is the one? Very simple to answer. Okay. Exactly. So 21,000 is the amount here. Rising Rajasthan is the correct answer here, right? You can clearly see Punjab National Bank has signed memorandum of understanding with Rajasthan government to extend 21,000 of crores and financial support under state's rising Rajasthan budget as well, right? Initiative as well. So during his, as in here, I'm specifically talking about the part here. During his Jaipur visit, Chandra also distributed what, that is 2,000 of loans sanctioned, which was specifically letters to women entrepreneurs. Its self-help group loan, which was distribution taken place ceremony attended by nearly 3,000 of self-help group members, right? So this is what is the correct news about it. National Social Assistance Program is a fully funded central sponsored scheme that extends financial support to individuals who are living under BPL category. It is implemented by the Ministry of Rural Development. Program operates across both rural as well as urban areas as well. Which among the following are components of this particular initiative? Is it Indira Gandhi Old Age Pension Scheme, Widow Pension Scheme, Disability Pension Scheme, या फिर National Family Benefit Scheme also, even Annapurna Scheme? If you people remember, recently हमने इसको PIB में discuss करा था क्योंकि it is actually in news, right? Which one? Okay. ऑलराइट, सो यहाँ पे सोशल इंक्लूजन बेसिकली है क्या, सोशल असिस्टेंस क्या है, जो भी मेरी कैटेगरीज है, जो कि बीपीएल कैटेगरीज है, मेरे को उनको बेनिफिट प्रोवाइड करना है, ठीक है, चाहे वो ओल्ड एज इंडिविजुअल्स हो, विडो पर्सन्स हो, चाहे वो डिसेबल पर्सन्स हो, या फिर मेरे को पूरी फैमिली को ही बेनिफिट प्रोवाइड करना पड़े, आई हैव टू प्रोवाइड दैट, राइट? सो ऑल अबव आर द करेक्ट, लाइक इज द करेक्ट आंसर हियर. Of course, this was introduced during the time period of 1995 itself. एंड हियर वी कैन क्लियरली सी जो ये पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम है, जो हमारा सोशल असिस्टेंस प्रोग्राम है, वो किसकी बात करता है? बेसिकली हेल्प प्रोवाइड करने की बात कर रहा है, असिस्टेंस प्रोवाइड करने की बात करता है, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन सेज द आरबीआई अप्रूव्ड अ फ्रेश टर्म फॉर येस बैंक्स नॉन एग्जीक्यूटिव चेयरमैन through a letter dated September 1, 2025. The RBI approved the reappointment of Dash as part-time chairman of Yes Bank for the period from Dash to May 13th, 2027. Rava Subramaniam Gandhi, September 20th, 2025 is the correct answer. C exactly is the correct answer here. Good. So when I talk about the explanatory part, you need to go through all of this explanatory part here. Otherwise, more chances कि direct question जो है वो पूछा जाएगा. Otherwise, in depth में जो question है वो नहीं पूछा जाएगा. All right, last question. With the triumph in Rajgir, Bihar, Indian men's hockey team beat South Korea 4-1 in September 2025. India's overall tally of men's hockey Asia Cup titles stand at what? Is it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Anyone here who would like to give me the correct answer? C, all right. A. See, all right. Okay. So here B becomes the correct answer. You can clearly see that is 4 itself. Indian men hockey's team beat South Korea 4-1 in Rajgir, Bihar to become Asia Cup champions and to qualify next year's World Cup as well. India was led by Dilpreet Singh, who scored 28th and 45th minutes. Of course, Sukhjeet was the one who opened the scorecard in the men's minute, while Amit Rohidas helped India extend the lead in the 50th minutes also. Meanwhile, defending champion South Korea got their only goal through Dan Sun, in what that is 51st minute here. So here it becomes the correct answer. That is in the super fours, right? So 4 becomes the correct answer here. I hope you people will remember it. All right, so if you're the one who's still lacking in it, or if you're the one who wants to join any of the courses here, so of course course is all live, specifically of SEBI Grade A 2025 Crash Course 2.0, where the faculties here are going to give you entire information about it, right? So we are part of it. You people can join this particular course and get benefits from it. All right, thank you so much. Do you people have any doubt? Do you people have any doubt in any of the questions above? Do people have any doubt in any of the in any of the question discussed above? All right, if no doubts, thank you so much for joining the session. Now I'll meet you today at 5 p.m., right? All right, thank you.